This episode of the Devinwade Show is brought to you by the Barber's Lounge and New Souls Inc.'s No Child Left Off line. Let's keep our kids safe while they learn during this pandemic. If you would like to help, please Cash App $NEWSOLESNCLO.
Bands up.
DJ Chelsea Lee.
Yeah. Hey, bands up. 250 on my waist to keep my pants up. I burn my niggas just in case you feeling gangsta. And they don't play no genuine, but they anxious. So anxious, but we ain't come for that. I'm trying to chill, ain't looking tough, it ain't no fun in that. I'm trying to hump, she need a ride, I got the funds for that. I say I love her, but I lied, I let her run with that. Might just say anything to get in her duffel bag. Hit the studio and turn it to a punching bag. Once I'm rolling, there's no slowing, so good luck with that. Watch a lot of y'all shine, I had enough of that. It's probably why I had to go and get my bands up. 500 on my waist to keep my pants up. But truth be told, it's just a flex, I don't dance much. I'm posted up like AD, boy, my game clutch. I done came up, it's up.
Yo, I like that track. What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining us on another episode of the Devinwade Show. I'm your DJ fucking Chelsea Lee, and I'm going to send you over to DevNasty.
What up? I am your host, DevNasty, a.k.a. I'm about to fuck up, a.k.a. Dangerous DevNasty, a.k.a. Choke Your Mom Out, a.k.a. Choke Your Pop Out, and I'm a little bit flustered right now. And the reason why I'm flustered is I'm surrounded by so much wealth, and I just feel like the poor. It's like, how is this the Devinwade Show? And I don't have any jewels on, no Hublots, no chains, no nothing. I have to really reevaluate my life because Garnett Briscoe.
Why did you just point me out?
Wait, fuck
when you
that.
see this phenomenon sitting next to me,
we're going to get to that.
We're
going to get to that. We're going to get to that. But Garnett Briscoe is looking like a different human right now. The shape up is insane. Are you also a barber?
Listen, no. Shout out to my barber, Nico Rossi, be holding it down. Because a lot of people quit on me with this hairline. It was people 5 years ago saying I'll be bald by the time I'm 30.
We definitely estimated you at 3. I think it was about 57 cuts we said you had left.
Yeah, and I'm at least at like 85. So shout out to First Take Barbershop and my barber, Nico.
Shout out to First Take Barbershop, man. I got a special relationship with First Take Barbershop. Shout out to y'all. And I can't believe the chain that you have on right now. People don't know. It seems like it's thin, but it's heavy though. You know what I'm saying? You out here balling out of control. The watch is phenomenal.
Urbane.
Calvin Klein down.
Why are you doing this? Why are you doing
this?
this?
The Yeezys.
Y'all can't see his feet. Throw the feet up.
One time. Why are you doing this?
How much is niggas getting paid at the Devinwade Show?
Wait, don't
a
feel
good
like
question.
you're stepping in I tried on some Yeezys. They feel like you're stepping like
Think so? These shits is mad cloudy. These shits is comfortable.
Listen, man, you look like a comfortable nigga, man. So that's Garnett Briscoe.
Unemployment. Exactly. That's how we get down. You understand?
That's what that is. Unemployment fresh.
It's the Devinwade Show check.
Oh,
it's
okay.
you.
Damn.
This nigga Dev pays everybody.
Well, I need to pay myself because I don't know what's going
he
on.
pays employees
pay yourself.
good.
Exactly.
I don't know what's going on. And to the right of him, I don't even deserve to speak to this woman.
I almost want to move over next door, bro.
I think you should. I think you should.
There it is.
Oh man. Now
I'm getting I don't know about you, but I'm getting like Ghost and Angela vibes over here. I'm getting like power vibes off the couch.
Listen,
You're making power moves.
Listen,
No,
I'm glad
really.
this nigga got jeans on because the way you threw your leg up on him,
listen.
that could have looked real foul. But I don't know who this person is next to me today because the face is beat. The motherfucking hair is laid. I don't know what kind of clothes. Are you running for president? I don't know if y'all can see this on the camera. I think y'all can see this on the camera, but it's like chunky on this side right here on the cushion. If y'all can see that on the camera, man, I don't know who this is right now, but Waleska
D. Hello, people.
Whoa. Did her sound effects kick the fuck in?
Hold on.
She got her own
That's
sound.
it. That's the one.
That's
as soon
the
as when she
one.
said
And
the
you know how
D.
crazy they are?
Yeah.
This the same
No,
trick
it's not.
I used last time.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's not.
This
Yes,
one right
it
here.
is.
Yes, it
No.
was.
Yes, it was.
She just,
Well, guess
she
what?
cued it right.
Yes, it
she
was.
cued it right.
Well, last time something was wrong with the mics because this one sounded like somebody actually got their face dipped in the baptized water, in the baptism water, like. It's a better sound.
Wally out here baptizing people,
Yeah.
man. This is
Hey,
crazy.
listen,
Yeah.
it is what it is, you know.
Yeah, but
Gotta
she's
look sexy
Baptizing with
today.
your face.
She's
Whoa.
listen. She's fully just dressed up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what kind of shoes these
You know,
seem
I
to
got
be.
these
You can see
Gianvito
skin.
Rossi's
You see
on
all
today.
skin.
Who's
no?
that?
Gianvito Rossi.
So that's kind of crazy that your shoes are made by a Rossi. His shape up is made by a
By
Rossi.
Rossi.
It's something going on with the Rossies,
Rossies.
man.
That mean my
That's a
barber
fact.
do a lot.
Can I get a Rossi Baldy, please? Can y'all help me out, man? Make me look like I got money. And to the left of me is Porno Porter, aka Pyrex Porter, aka Panorama Porter.
Here we go.
Listen, man, and the man that has the sneaks that I wish that I had on right now to go with this shirt, man. I'm mad as hell.
It would have definitely
Shout
been a
out to
vibe.
everybody
Neapolitan
else.
Porter.
Shout out to everybody on South Beach. Yeah.
Porter
People
doing
can't
chill.
even
South Beach
find
Porter,
those
there we
socks
go.
right now, man. People can't find those socks right now. And that's
Listen,
real
man,
well.
all this shit
Real
is
well.
old. Listen,
He
listen.
got the, wait, hold up. He got the La Merca
Oh yeah. This special. That's,
Prosecco
listen.
joint.
Yeah.
Hold on, man. These
Listen,
niggas
hold
ain't
up.
give us no bread.
Hold on, listen. Shout
Unless
to
y'all
Sam-
got, I think they
Yeah,
got
we-
the Lamerca check and didn't tell me.
No. We ain't saying no names, but we definitely got some champagne for the pain.
Oh,
Today.
okay.
It's a
It
little.
is fancy today.
I
It's a
think them
little-
niggas got a check and they tell
Hey,
me.
Dad, look, this was the least I could do when I seen these niggas get dressed. I said, yo, I think I got an old small bottle of fucking champagne. Pull that out for me, because I look like a fucking bum. So just pull
Man,
it out.
I wish I was living like y'all, man. But how y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling today?
Fabulous.
Bless, baby.
Everybody good. I mean, I see. Yo,
That's exactly how I feel.
we already got a fucking drop from you, nigga. We didn't need another
how I
one.
feel.
But
But
you know me feeling amazing. We never get 2-3 bird calls.
Not for
Right.
no
So you
reason.
know it's something like
Nah,
different
but
with
yo,
the nigga.
y'all miss Chelsea Moon.
They
Word?
heard it.
I ain't hear it.
Oh no, we need
It
that
was a
again.
good
Hold
one.
on.
It was
Before
a
we
good
get
one.
into the first subject, let's get one right now.
Oh my god, she
Right there.
I know.
She added some extra shit on there.
That was extra.
Hold up.
She had
Not
to-
only that, but I'm sitting there next to Chelsea where I can like see her.
Don't
worry.
And I peeked over there and she actually like touched the mic slightly. So I'm just telling y'all,
She
like she
definitely
really
did that.
meant that one.
Oh my god.
I'm just
Listen,
shut up.
but I don't know if there's an embezzlement going on or whatever that got everybody looking rich, but there's definitely some kind of crime or something happening that I'm not taking part of. But the question that I have for y'all is, I mean, I already know Puerto Rich's answer, so I'm gonna probably let that nigga go last. Has anybody here ever been arrested?
Yeah, I'll go
Yeah.
last.
I was twice.
Oh, Chelsea.
It wasn't
Lee?
real arrested though. So one story, I was coming home from Philly, and I was probably 21, 22, and I had marijuana in my car.
Obviously. Like we know you do. Yeah, of all
So
time.
I didn't roll it yet. It just smelled. You know the difference? There's a difference between weed that's smoked and then weed that's just danky. So I had it in my car, and I got pulled over, and the cop said, "Do you have anything in the car?" And I said, "Yes, officer. Here you go."
Hold on, you honest like
Gave
that?
it to him?
Yeah, it's always better to fucking be honest with the cops. If you know there's no getting around it. If you roll down the window and smoke is pouring out, or if you got butt in your car and it smells like straight butt, if you lie, all you're gonna do is get yourself in more trouble.
But how honest?
No, I just said, yeah, I have weed in my car. It's right here. Let me give it to
Cool.
you. So you don't have to search through my shit.
Cool.
Of course, even though I was still honest, he didn't believe me. He put me in handcuffs. And for some reason, I had a pen in my hand. Put me in a handcuff, put me in the back of the car, and he searched my car. So that was the one time I got arrested. He actually didn't find anything else. He said, "I'm gonna give you a warning."
Oh, so you didn't
Let
get
me go.
arrested?
No, I didn't get arrested.
You just
all
got
the way. I got
handcuffed.
handcuffed.
Yeah.
And then the second time was in the mall. I'm not gonna say anything because this might come up later.
Hold on, somebody. What was you doing?
Well, I stole something.
Oh,
Shit.
man. Sticky fingers.
Yeah,
Hey!
it was a long time ago.
Nah, we want to
And
hear about it. Fuck that.
the mall.
Right, that's a turn on for other niggas that skill. You like hotter
I
now.
was a little klepto
You like
for a
on
few
fire.
years. But I stole dumb shit. Like the dumb shit I could afford. I would just like it for the rush of it. So do y'all remember what is Echelon Mall had the Boscovs?
Yeah, yeah.
So I was in Boscovs and they had this ring on the jewelry thing. And I don't know if y'all remember the rings would come with that long thing on it. It's like a triangle thing that all the rings is on, and you could take it, take it up, but it has this long sensor thing on it. So I was with my friend Amanda, and I was with my mom, and this is probably like sophomore year, something stupid, freshman year, and I took the ring, and I bought other clothes, but I put it on my finger and ripped the thing off and walked out. Next thing you know, the dude, excuse me, turn around, take me to the mall jail. And my mom
You got
was-
arrested by the mall cops.
yeah, my mom was with me, and she's like, "Oh, she ain't gonna do it again. Let her free." And the guy like let me go. It wasn't nothing, but that was scary. I never stole after that. That was my end all be all.
That's actually hilarious. I got a story about getting caught stealing, but I also got a story about getting arrested. I got caught stealing at H&M. That was the last time I ever stole anything.
And at H&M too, where the prices is already low.
The thing is,
$3
no. I literally did it for no reason. I had the money in my pocket. It was just like, I'm going to just do it. And the thing is, it was a real nigga in there. You know how they got like the secret shoppers. This motherfucker was real secretive because I had no clue. Like, it's like, dog.
That's his job.
That is,
That nigga looked like a pair of pants and just turned into a nigga. Nigga just popped up like pussy.
No.
What you think you stealing, nigga?
It's the last nigga on earth inside of that store that you think is working for them.
Yeah,
And
mannequin come to life, nigga.
Yo, it was worse than he was like a real nigga, like a real like, oh shit, like you probably at my corner store all the time, like you probably out here, whatever it was. But yeah, I get like I'm about to walk out. He
Wait,
tapped
what'd you
me.
steal? Was it like one thing or a bunch of things? Did you have the clothes under your clothes?
It was just one. No, I literally I ended up buying a T-shirt and I just put that inside of the bag. Thank you, sir.
Hold up, but what did you put in there? What
One
the
thing?
fuck was it? Yeah, it
One
was
thing?
It was a shirt, I believe, of some
It was
sort.
probably
literally-
$12.
That's what I said, and I had a pocket full of money. But we walking out, he tapped me. He's like, "Yo, my man." I'm like, "What's up, bro? You all right? You straight? What's good?" He's like, "Yo, like, I'm gonna need for you to put that back." And I looked at him. He was a little out of shape. He was mad out of shape. I'm like, yo, I could take him. I'm going to take him on this run. But I looked and I'm like, is this really worth it?
right?
In a Cherry Hill Mall.
Yeah, that looked crazy.
Over this. And
$12.
I said, you know what, bro? You right. You're a real nigga. I went, I returned it. I put it back. He watched me put it back. And then I left. And that's the last thing that I like.
You was
oh,
embarrassed.
So you ain't get arrested. What did you
No,
get arrested?
so
No.
all right, damn, this is about to make me. Now I got a long list of things. But
You a
nah,
criminal like that?
I'm not a criminal.
Yes, he is.
I mean,
yes,
you
he
know-
is.
Add that to
He
your
just don't
list.
want to own it. He one of them smart
listen.
criminal niggas,
You know
man.
they-
He
you
do
know they
crime.
call him Shanky.
Look at his glasses.
Yeah, listen,
That nigga
everybody
do
knows
crime.
him. For people that don't know, people know him as Shawshank.
Shabazz.
Heavy on the shank.
Nah, don't be heavy on
Heavy
that.
on
It was
the
heavy
shank?
on the shank.
It was a lot of things going on that day. That's all I'm gonna say. It
Wait,
was a
but
lot.
how'd you get arrested?
No, listen, I'm not gonna tell the whole story.
Well, tell
but,
part of it.
Nah, I got put in like a little bad situation over. I don't even listen. Niggas
Just
was
say it.
arguing
That
over
nigga is
Twitter.
lying. Yo, he's
Listen,
lying.
listen.
He does crime. That nigga over there, he's a scammer. I could tell. Because I
ain't
know
no
scammer.
scammer.
You over there looking like
Listen.
Scammy Davis
Listen.
Jr. Fuck out here.
Right
Boy,
now, he do look
yeah, you look just like Scammy
Listen,
Davis
Scammy
Jr.,
Davis.
I
boy.
ain't scamming. Promise you, I ain't scamming.
Yeah, so what?
Nah,
so what happened?
Yeah, so I ended up getting into a situation where I got charged with aggravated assault.
Oh.
With a deadly weapon. Yeah. Yep.
I don't give a fuck.
Nah, but, yeah, I ended up just not making the right decision that night, and I ended up, got arrested. And
For what did you do?
I stabbed somebody. I stabbed somebody who was on my property hurting people around and entered
You like
property.
And that's how you
Shanking?
became Shawshank.
No, I was Shawshank before that.
So listen, this man has an
He was
extensive
already
history.
doing
So,
it.
nah,
Sometimes
I
people
didn't
don't
wanna say
realize how dark that inside of the minds of comedians and silly people
it wasn't
like us
that
are.
dark. I don't think, but yeah, I ended up getting arrested for that. I got charged with aggravated assault. Currently, this was almost 8 years ago. But currently, I'm getting that expunged off my record.
Yo, let's clap to that shit
Give it
right
up
there.
for-
You know what I'm saying?
I
Let's
literally
clap to
waited 8 years for that because the moment it happened, like my heart dropped in my asshole. Like I had no clue what I was about to do in my life. But now
Right.
I'm here. The Devinwade Show cutting the checks.
Listen, I'm glad I never
Listen.
motherfucking got in trouble for cutting nobody,
everybody
man.
make some noise for Stabulous.
No, see, that's
my
why I
dog.
don't fuck with you, yo. This
Come on,
nigga
I
wordplay
promise
is
you,
crazy.
This nigga has a name for
Did you think
everything.
about
Everybody,
that
yo.
the whole time?
Yo,
listen.
He was ready.
He
Yeah,
comes
yeah,
up with
he
that
was
shit
ready.
on
yeah,
the whim.
yeah,
I
we
like
marketing kings here at the Devinwade Show.
Listen, he comes up with shit like that all the time, man. I only been arrested one time, and it was on some shit. Like I had a I'm not even going to say who it is. I know you know him. It was somebody in the hood who was like a high up dude hustling in the streets before. I ain't think he necessarily was at the time. And he was kind of like the big homie, like always in the studio. Sometimes he get young niggas money to record and shit like that. And one day he picks me up from the studio and we actually riding over Philly. So we over Philly and he's like bitching at me in the car, talking about, look, nigga, I know you don't smoke and all that, but you smell like weed. Nah, 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 nah. You don't need to be around certain niggas. This ain't you, Dev. You know what I'm saying? And you going, like, he was like, if we get pulled over right now, you know how that look. Like, he's bitching. So we get to the motherfucking light, and out of nowhere, my car door just opens up. Like, it was almost like magically, like my thought my door was locked. It just opened up. White bull grabbed me, boom, pistol to me, threw me on the ground. It was like the whole fucking, like a whole unit, like FBI, like it was crazy. And I'm talking hella shit. Man, we ain't do shit. Y'all on some fucking, I'm wilding. And he like, yo, we ain't got nothing in the car, da-da-da-da-da. And they, you know, popped the trunk. And while we talking, I'm like, man, we ain't got nothing. Y'all on some bullshit. I just seen a nigga like, what's this? And it was just like a big ass joint of coke, like a brick. Like,
Your boy had it. You didn't know about it.
yeah. And as soon as it happened, he was like, yo, young boy ain't know nothing about that, yo. And we ended up going to Philly Roundhouse. While I was in there, man, I'm in there like, yo, what the fuck is happening right now? Like, I had on, you know, I'm a nerd. I'm into Transformers and shit. I had on a jersey that had like a motherfucking Autobot symbol on it, right? I had a jersey-
In the Philly jail, you look out of place like shit.
Listen, I'm in the Philly jail. The cops is in there fucking with me. Like, it's the niggas is on some regular shit. The cops is in there just like, what's that? What's that, Optimus Prime? I bet you wish you could transform into a free man right now. I was like, you bitch ass nigga. I was in there talking shit, everything. But the next morning, it was crazy. I was there for just a day. The next morning, they pretty much just opened my joint up, gave me my shit back. You know how they take like your shoes, your shoelaces on that. The craziest part is they took my cell phone battery out. You know, used to have the batteries in them back then. Handed me my phone back so I had it in the cell with me, but you couldn't do it.
use it.
Yeah, it was like more punishment. Like I had to join, and they literally just pushed me out the back door of the Philly Roundhouse in the morning, and that was it. Like as far as my situation with that, but my peoples ended up getting a life sentence.
He was a stand-up dude for that, though.
I was literally just about to say
wow.
that.
Fact.
Shout
He
out
was
to
a stand-up
him
dude.
for
He was
not
like
even like giving resistance to somebody that had nothing to do with anything in that situation.
Nah, that was like a crazy situation. I was like 21 years old.
Nah, he a good
But
dude.
just imagine how bad he would have felt if like he didn't say nothing and then
And
you
you
in
would've
there
had to
Because that's, listen,
and you
that's,
didn't know.
that shit is rare. Like, I've had a person do that for me, and he's no longer here no more neither, and I'll forever cherish him just because of the type of person he was. Because a lot of times, a lot of people like catch them cases like with you like that, and motherfuckers will sit in jail with you. Everybody in jail. It's 3-4 motherfuckers in jail for one gun for like a year, and then everybody end up taking a deal because the one motherfucker who gunned it was couldn't say it was mine.
He was automatic with it. It was like I mean, as soon as that shit popped up, and I was sitting there like, man, we ain't got shit, man. Y'all niggas on some harassment shit. And it was like the instant they popped that joint out, he just went, and he was on that same time too. Man, we ain't got shit. Yo, young boy ain't know nothing about that, yo.
So you think
It
they
was-
was following you, or
it
they
was-
knew already because?
Oh yeah, no, they had built the case. No, because you gotta imagine when a person get life, they had the case against him was like so crazy. It went into so many
But overall,
other things, you know. What I mean?
overall, what would you rate the experience of you being arrested? Period for you.
No. For me, it let me know that shit definitely wasn't for me. Just from the so in the Philly Roundhouse joint, number one, I'm in the joint and I'm thinking like, man, I'm never laying down on this hard ass motherfucking metal fucking bench joint that's like the bed or whatever like that. Niggas look like niggas like wipe their ass with the tissue and then they throw the tissue on the wall and it stick. So it's like shit tissues with like the trail of the rest of the tissue paper on the wall. And you be like, man, I'm not eating that cheese sandwich, but you do end up getting hungry. And you do end up getting comfortable. Like, it didn't take me long. I was laying down. I was eating. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I was only in that motherfucker for 24. You know what I'm saying? And I was already eating it.
Yeah, I wasn't in that long, but I think I might have been there for 6 days. And I didn't eat until the 6th day.
That's crazy.
I didn't eat, but also during that time, this was at Camden County Jail. They didn't have no fucking water during that time. They had no running water. They had to bring water in. So
well, imagine this.
It was disgusting.
Some of these niggas is just so used to going to jail that they where you at in there, you really at a police precinct. You're not like
you're not in like jail.
But the way they talking to the cops, they like, CO. Yo, CO, like, nigga, that's a police officer.
That's me.
Right.
That's me. That's me.
He in there like calling the motherfucking cop a CO and shit like that. But that just shows like that's what these niggas is like used to. But for me, the thing was more like, it wasn't nothing about like the danger or thought like I'm going to jail. I didn't even get that far with it. It was more of the like discomfort of like filth.
Like you're there.
I was just like, man, this shit dirt. Like, oh, this how this shit going. Like this shit filthy. That's what I was looking at.
I couldn't imagine being in jail. I've never got arrested, but I've definitely visited prison. Well, a prison. Well, 2 prisons. Like federal prisons, and I could just imagine like the process of that is a lot itself. So I couldn't imagine like being in that facility and just experience. I didn't even want to use the bathroom. Like they're so rude to the point that like, I remember I was down in Brooklyn and I was going to go visit my peoples and I had to use the bathroom. Like I legit had to pee. And the lady was like, our bathrooms ain't working. And I was like, she was like, yeah, you got to figure that shit out. And I'm like, so I could just imagine what they dealing with upstairs. Like, it's a whole different experience.
And you would definitely have to become a lesbian because somebody like my mom's size would completely rape you. That's a fact.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Listen, I got to the point where, like, I was respecting these women because it was mainly the women COs to the point that I was just being overly nice because I didn't want to, number one, get my visit canceled. Number 2, I didn't want to get sent home like, nah, you ain't coming to visit today. After you just drove 2 hours, waited an hour, and now you about to get in and they about to cancel your visit? Shit.
So it's safe to say that Waleska's never been arrested.
I've never been arrested.
Have you ever stole?
I have stolen before.
Let's hear about it. This is a 2-part question. Let's hear about it.
Damn, come on.
Let's hear about it. This is a 2-part question.
It's a very good question, Porter.
Thank you, brother. Come on.
Let's go, Hot Hands.
Come on. This is the Devinwade Show. This is where we give them...
DJ Hot Hands, let's go.
We let them in the hard world. You ain't got to say names.
We gonna find out she stole his whole outfit.
Listen,
right now.
He ain't gonna know, but yours was only a brick.
Yo.
I was in high school and I was with a couple friends and there was this particular store that had really good jeans. I ain't gonna say the name. But we would go in there and what happened was they didn't have like hard sensors. They had like the tag that had the cloth around it that had like a sensor inside. So it was like connected to the garment. Mm-hmm. So it was like a tag inside, but it had like you had to cut it off. So what we would do is we would go into the fitting rooms and we would like cut those things off. Like I have 4 or 5 jeans and we cut them on and then we'll put it under like the mirror joint and then we'll put them in our bags and then we would like roll. And we just be out here with the, the flyest jeans looking lit in high school. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Hold on.
I think high school wasn't
even days. You was out here selling
days.
Jabot jeans?
Nah.
Nah, they was True Religion.
Nah, they weren't even that. They weren't even that.
Oh,
y'all Macy's. weren't even
Red Monkeys.
not even
I'm trying to think of everything.
That's before she grew into
Apple
Waleska.
bottoms.
Joyce Leslie. Nah.
That's before Waleska, because she was
It was
finesse.
the Gap. It was the Gap.
She was finessing
They
shit.
do have expensive jeans, but they do have very good jeans.
They have good quality jeans.
They have some of the
I'm
best
sorry.
jeans.
They never
I'm
fit
trying
me.
to think like, all right, you're still stealing. Nah, because that's the only thing. I never.
No, she stole.
I never shoplifted. No, I'm talking about me. Like I never.
Calm down.
I never
know
shoplifted.
stole.
But what I did was worse. My artistic talents was employed to create U.S. currency.
Ah.
Yeah.
Got you. Another
So,
scammer.
yeah. Like
Another
before the blue stripes was a thing.
Scammy's cousin.
Yeah.
Dev the scammer.
It was like before that shit can't happen. I remember going from poverty to I was all right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, that was the thing though.
Yeah, that really I remember that.
Counterfeit bills.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. Because the way that the situation would have, you would have like runners, or we call it flipping out, and that was people that would like ride up and down the highway and stop at like every like let's say fast food restaurant or whatever the case may be, and change. So they would go there. They would have the 20s, the tweet. We called them Twizzies. Twizzies was fake joints. So it's just like, yo, you hit them with a Twizzy. Yo, let me get a large fry. You get 19 back. You circle around the same joint. Oh, my wife will kill me, man. I forgot to get her soda. You know what I mean? Then you get that 30, you know, so now you at 40 and you just do that shit at every fucking spot. You know what I mean? Make like 600. Come home, done for the day. You know what I'm saying? And niggas would just do that shit like all the time, like all around.
Did you ever get caught?
No, but what happened was the network started getting real out of control. One of the dudes in the network ended up, the Poppy stores, this is how you know the Poppy stores is super terrible. The Poppy stores ended up purchasing some of those bills and they were giving it back as change
Real niggas.
to real customers.
Real
So if a
niggas
customer
right
came
there.
in and he paid with $100 bill, they was paying them back with fake joints. And then that joint just ended up in circulation of the world. If you like weed, gas, shit like that, you know what I mean? Wintertime, man, people just go, they got gloves on, they don't even feel the joints. You just, gas was free. You know what I mean? That shit was like lit. So I remember like I was in poverty in that age of my life, you know what I'm saying? This was like my early 20s and shit like that. And I remember being in poverty and like I would like once I switched into that shit was like totally different. But what happened was somebody in the network a young bull got too reckless. This nigga just went to the store and he ended up copping like 20 pairs of J's.
Always gotta be somebody reckless to fuck everything up.
20, but this is how
above and
wild.
beyond.
This is how wild he went with it. He went and got like 20 pairs of. No, it wasn't 20. It was 10. It was 10 pairs of J's. They was
All
like,
right, he calmed down a lot.
Yeah.
10 pairs of sneaks at once is still.
Yeah, copped all them joints and then went right to a different store. Like let's say you go in a Foot Locker, then you go to the Foot Locker at a different mall and tried to fucking.
Do the same thing.
Tried to
Return
fucking
it.
return them
No,
there,
he didn't.
and it was just like the most brazen thing. What's crazy is, it's actually the Secret Service comes. That's who handles that shit with that. Comes to my boy's crib, kicks in the door, locks up a couple of my homies. My man never, told on other people. He ended up going to prison. But the crazy part is when he spoke to the judge, he let the judge know like more shit that he was doing. Like, Your Honor, I lost my job. This was matter of fact, it was more like 2007, 8 when the fucking housing thing happened. Niggas lost their cribs, all that type of shit. He let them know, like, I was also selling cocaine, Your Honor. I was doing this. I was doing everything I could to figure out how to make up for this great job that I had for all those years. And they ended up giving him a year and a day. And he did that, like, luckily. Like, he ended up doing a year and a day. And we was all done with that shit, nigga.
It was over for the counterfeit.
Yeah,
right?
we was that, like, nigga, as soon as he got out, the niggas was like,
See,
we
y'all
done.
gave up.
Based off of what Chelsea said,
Hold on,
man.
wait.
Y'all gave up. Y'all gave up quick. You guys.
What you trying to say?
No, I'm just saying with y'all trials and with y'all run-ins
yeah.
with crime.
So
No,
you basically saying that
I was done
didn't
after
give
that.
up. You said
No, I stayed. That's why I think that's why. Listen, my spill on this is gonna go beyond this episode. So I'm a kind of like briefing it up, summing it up. I gotta give y'all like pieces because I almost feel like I was born arrested. Like almost like when I was
That's
born.
funny, but
like
it's not funny.
No, bullshit.
I
It's
think-
not funny,
listen.
but I almost feel like I was born arrested.
Yeah, but
nigga.
your
Like, they had
album
to-
is called
like they-
Born Rich, and I think Born Arrested might be the new mixtape.
Born Arrested might need to be a mixtape
Yeah.
because it's crazy. And really, like, I really feel like instead of cutting the umbilical cord, they had to like key to handcuffs. Like, go ahead, he's here. Like, no bullshit. But and that's not to take anything away from my parents and everything, because my parents is an amazing set of parents. Rest in peace to my pops. My mom, she know I love her to death. They did the most. Amazing parents. They just wasn't prepared for what they was coming to with a environment like Camden, New Jersey. And yeah, like soon as we got here, man. Not soon as, because for a moment I remember getting the good grades and trying to go down a good route. But then once we got
program.
CHIPS program, all that shit, Forest Hill, shout to Forest Hill, all my classmates. But after that, it seemed like once we got a taste of crime, my nigga, that shit tasted like it was like, it had to be like that. And I don't know if it's because, like, you know how they say, like, because I've heard this about even like with females too. Like when you got like kids that grow up in like Catholic school or private school and they've been kept away from something for so long, and they say sometimes when they hit it at like a late age or at a late spurt, at a late time in their life, that they could really like take them for like a whirlwind because they wasn't like familiar with it or around it. So I don't know if that was the case, was because we was for the most part in the house. Mom and dad was really drilling us, grades, this and that. But then my mom became a foster parent, and I think they kind of like had a part to play in it just a tad bit, because you know, we was getting kids that was coming in and they was already doing crime, stealing, robbing, everything. So once they came in the crib, they like, nigga, this is what we do. And, you know, we picking up little poor habits, you know what I'm saying? And that shit just motherfucking like when I tell you that shit elevate, nigga, we had my mom stealing. My mom ain't even know she was stealing. We going at my mom, because my mom every weekend, she would take the kids and say, yo, come on, we're going to Pensacola Mart, Berlin's Farmers Market. You know, and this is already after we're like starting to like go down the wrong route. We done change routes, change direction. And we already plotting like, yo, we going with her. Oh no, we going with her. They sell PlayStations there. They sell games. Nigga, they got everything. Nigga, we going. We all going. Everybody's going. And she'll be like, oh, y'all want to go? Great. And then, you know, it'll be like me, my biological brother, and then it'll be like one foster brother or two foster brothers. And, you know, but we all bonding and we all with the shit. Man, listen, when I tell you stealing, nigga, like stealing, like we used to go in the store, one person would lift the like Super Nintendo, because it was back then, Super Nintendo, he'd lift the Super, I'd be like, yo, I'm gonna get the box, I'm gonna put it down. My other brother be like, all right, I'm gonna walk by and kick it to over there. And then the other brother be like, well, and here I come for the touchdown. I'm gonna pick it up and just
Y'all
run.
had that shit like set up like
out.
Mousetrap,
No,
like
listen,
the game where the fucking
listen.
domino effect.
No, listen,
joint.
one time they went out without me, and I was at home when my mom got the call and said, yo, come get them, your kids, we got them here, Echelon Mall. They tried to steal the whole fucking mall.
I stole from the
Come get
Echelon
them.
Mall too.
Yeah, no bullshit. Listen, my mama tell
find
me,
out y'all was
my mom,
together.
my mom no, word is bond. We could have been. We'd have came
We
up.
homies.
My mom was like, let's go. They got your fucking brothers. Come on, you gotta come with me. I'm like, fuck, these niggas got caught, because I'm normally with them. I'm like, shit. So we get in the car with my mom, go up to the mall, whatever. They finally let these niggas go. We going. They got my one brother on a chair with a dog in the cell. It's funny as hell, because he's on a chair. He woke up off the chair because of the dog. They doing all bullshit. Back then, police doing bullshit. But they finally give him to my mom. We get in the car with my mom. Well, I'm in the car with my mom. They all get in. And my mom's like, yo, she do her bitching. Oh, y'all motherfuckers don't listen. Motherfuckers always got me embarrassing me. This and that. And then once she calmed down, my brother like, all right, mom, listen. Like, no, you right, we wrong. But pull over right there by that bush. And she like, what? By what bush? He like, by the bush, right there, by the bush. We got something right there. And no bullshit. My mom would bitch, but my mom would pull over. And we would get like everything we came up on. I remember my brother had so much shit stashed, like from
He had it in the bush.
They had it because they was going in the mall, taking shit, coming out, stashing it, going back in there. That's why the motherfucking police said, yo, they were trying to steal the whole fucking mall.
Y'all was leaving the mall outside, or they
Yo,
was.
listen, no bullshit. I told Dev this. I said, listen, I could have been from Pittsburgh, nigga. We was the real Steelers, nigga. We robbed every store on, this before drugs. This before I got introduced to drug
That
dealing.
metaphor was crazy though.
Yeah.
This before I got introduced to drug dealing, though. We robbed every store on Mount Ephraim Avenue. I know where every store was, and trust me, I don't want to hear nobody say no goofy shit about niggas telling. This is years ago. This is over a century ago. Not a decade, a century. But
This nigga's a vampire.
yeah, it's over a century ago.
Vampire
But you
Porter.
remember, y'all remember West Coast videos?
Yup.
Y'all
Yes.
remember rallies before it was Dunkin' Donuts over there and all that, before the checkers? We robbed all that shit. I remember we robbed the motherfucking, the West Coast videos when they had closed down and there wasn't nothing in there but TVs, these old like little TVs, and we threw them in the Pathmark carts. Because West Coast Videos was in the same plaza as Pathmark. We threw them in the Pathmark carts. Nigga, we coming down Mount Ephraim past the graveyard with Pathmark carts with TVs in them at 3 a.m. Young niggas. Like, yeah, stealing, arrest, and getting arrested. My record is, it's not even nothing to glorify. It's sad. Like, I tell young kids out there, man, do the right thing, go to college, try the legal route. It's money in the legal route, all that shit, because I didn't know no better. We didn't know no better. And my record, my fucking jacket is really like a trench jacket. No, real talk. My record is long. It's like whatever the longest record is in music, it's that. It's like fucking like
It's
an LP.
Blueprint too?
it's self-destruction.
No, it's a double. It's a double
It's a
album.
double album. It's a double
It's a
album.
triple album that like TLC was making.
Listen, I was one of the youngest kids around my way on probation, man. I'm telling you, I was on. That's why I told people the other day, like I was talking. I forget who I was talking to. And I was telling them, like, no, I grew up with like around the sons of Malcolm X and all of them. I was like 13 on probation.
That's a whole different story we could tell on another
yeah,
episode.
absolutely. But I'm just telling you, like, that's how much arresting and fucking stealing and all that shit was going on that I was just knee deep in that shit, bro. And I'm glad, I'm grateful that the law saved me. Yeah. That the law saved me so I could be here to tell this story to anybody that's out there listening, you know, to tune in and say, look, it's a better way.
Nah, that being arrested shit was no joke, man. They had the guns pointed at a nigga, dog. Talk about scared. I was scared for my fucking life that night, but.
And they do that.
But
Listen,
you survived. The young man survived that you thought you was Wolverine on.
Assaulted.
Yeah, everybody survived.
Yeah,
everybody's good.
Everybody's good.
But he was assaulting people, wasn't he?
Yeah, I ain't even gonna get into it, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah, the person I did that, he was assaulting people too. Thank you. I wanted to talk about some like the comparative back in the day shit, man, because we are old heads and we come from a different era. Well, I'm an old head. Rich is an old head. I'm gonna put that on him
Is
too,
an old head
we
over 30?
we the same age.
Damn,
That's
I'm
old
30.
heads is over 30.
Nah, that's literally called like young OG. Like I'm having young niggas call me OG now, and it's like, dog, I'm still young. And 30 is that age.
Well,
Around
if, you
like
didn't,
28,
if
30
your
is that
hairline
age.
would have went the way we thought it was going to go, you would have got extra OG points.
That's
nigga.
a fact.
You know what I'm saying? But you cool. Just like if my shit was back here, I'd have gained. You know what I mean? My status would be lowered. You know what I mean? I got super OG status because of the hairline.
You think so? I
Yeah,
don't think it's 'cause you bald.
automatically, bro. I automatically get that. But I wanted to talk about the difference between phone calls and texting. Just the eras, like I grew up in a time period where we didn't have text messaging. You know what I'm saying?
I missed them phone calls.
Yo, no, real shit. It's like, yo, I grew up in a time period where you went out somewhere, the mall, or a girl at school, and you had to really like get the phone number.
Yep.
And then you had to have the courage to call. And then remember this, y'all. There was no cell phones. Like I'm a 80s and 90s kid. So there was no cell phone. So when you called them, you really had to call the crib. And the crib, that's where mom answered, dad answered. You feel what I'm saying? That shit was
You gotta be lucky to deal with somebody that had their own phone.
that came later.
I was gonna say that never happened.
But that came later when you would get your own line in your own room. That's a whole different level up. You know what I'm saying? But in a lot of the cases, that how we was growing up, it was one house phone. So you would call the crib, mom would pick up. You gotta ask yo, can I speak to motherfucking Angela? Then the mom like, who this? You know what I mean? They gonna grill you on the phone.
Yep.
You gotta tell them so-and-so on the phone. They pick up the phone. Mom, the person still sound like they on the phone listening. Can you hang up? You know what I'm saying? Then they hang up the joint, click. Now you on the phone. But I remember that time period where people had to have like a real engagement with people. You had to really know how to talk to people. Nowadays, motherfuckers just like,
you text everything.
yeah, you sending
Everything
text.
is like LOL, SMH,
And how
BRB.
often is a person really like, I even do that. Like, emotionally I'm laughing, but I'm not laughing out loud. Maybe we need something else. Like it's a different
like
one
a
because
chuckle or something.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
sometimes I'll just put LOL. Like if it's something funny that they're saying, you're like. But like when you legit had those phone calls, like I miss that. I miss being on the phone till like
So
3
you
in the
fall
morning.
asleep. You be like,
fall
you hang up.
asleep.
You hang up.
You know that
phone.
still can happen though, right? Like it's our phones still
Well, people
work.
don't
You
talk
can-
on house
People don't
phones.
talk on house phone. Like at that time, like you just had the house phone, and at that point, I didn't even have the cordless yet. I had the drone with the, so you're kind of like
Oh, the wire.
The
Yeah,
wire.
yeah.
So you're kind of like on one of them. But I used to be on the phone, and then we used to play I don't know what station it was on, but Golden Girl. She used to be on playing all the slow jams. Yo, and then just being on the phone all night.
Wally was
I
on
miss
Freak Time
them
early,
joints,
yo.
yo.
Nah,
I remember
that was
that.
the game though.
I
bro.
remember when I called my friend's house. I don't remember who it was, but I remember the mom spazzing on me because I was like, "Yo, let's just say Stacy? Hey, Stacy there?" The mom was like, "When you call my house, you introduce yourself, and then you ask for who you asking for." I was like,
that's real.
"This is Chelsea. Can I speak with Stacy?"
Yo,
Like,
that's real.
and I remember that, and I was like, okay, that you have those moments where you grow up where an adult checks you, and you're like, shit, I got to take that going forward. Then I remember another time I was seeing this guy, and every morning before school, before I caught the bus, he would call my house at like 6:50, and my dad would always be like, Chelsea, it's Brian again calling, and I'd be like, okay, go. He would call me every morning, make sure I got on the bus, and that was sweet. And then when you get home from work, the house phone thing also was mad tricky because 3-way calls and getting caught was very, very easy back in the day. I remember I caught my first boyfriend from some girl. This is when Facebook just came out, I think, or it was like a messenger. What was the other messenger? The way message, DM, not DM. No,
I don't remember none.
Yeah,
I remember
AOL,
Black
AOL.
Planet.
AOL.
where you left an away message. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I was drawing a blank. And she had messaged me and said, hey, your man was at my house last night or something. I said, yeah, right, bitch. You just hating.
Look,
My
it's
man
always
wasn't
spicy.
at your house, because you don't want to believe it. You don't ever want to look stupid. She goes, no, we going to call him right now on Throughway. I'm going to say he left something at the crib. I was all right, because she was so confident. So she calls me. I ain't say nothing. I was like, just call him. So she calls him and she's like, yo, Matt, you left your do-rag here last night.
It's do-rag. Was it two-tone?
No, it was like a black do-rag.
Okay,
I
so
don't know.
two-tone. We
That's
heard
it.
that two-tone do-rag niggas put in a different type
You
work
left
than
your
regular
do-rag
do-rag
here
niggas.
last night. He was like, no, it must have been my boy, this and that. That's when I clicked. I knew it because it was 3-way. That's why I missed the house call because you could really be on 3-way and nobody would know. Now you really can't call people on 3-way on a sneak tip.
3-way was
Or
really
you could find out
Who's calling?
who's calling. You were like star 69.
Yo,
star 67.
I remember when so the 3-way calling, I don't think that y'all really understand how like innovative that was when like,
We would love to
holy
do that.
shit, I could have 3 people on the phone and then you knew that person could call another
Yep.
person and you could keep, and we used to all be on the phone crazy and we used to start crank calling. Like
I
motherfucking
love
prank
that.
calling motherfucking places as fucking middle school kids. We was going ham with that. And one day my nigga called like a bowling alley. Some dumb, the dumb little kid shit. Do y'all got 10-pound balls? The dumb shit
Is your
like that.
refrigerator running?
Yeah, like dumb shit. And they be like, what, 10-pound balls? Is like, yeah, we got 10-pound balls. Well, how do you walk around with them? We laughing and shit. Dumb shit, right? But the nigga end up calling back. And we didn't understand how he called back. It wasn't no way to look up. And then we found out about the star 67.
Yes.
So it was the star 69
to block.
the block that you're on.
And then star
The
67 to retrieve what the number was.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. But I just remember like girls that might call the crib too much. And I remember my mom like literally like cut a chick off from like don't call my motherfucking house no more.
Those are the worst.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? I really fucked with Shorty too. My mom embarrassed
She ain't gonna call
me.
back after that.
Yeah, my mom went in like, don't call my motherfucking house no more, because she called maybe like 40 times in one day. You know
Man,
what I mean?
I remember literally like I had a girlfriend during this time. This might have been like 5th or 6th grade. I ran up my aunt's phone bill to $500 every night on the phone. I'm playing.
Hold on, where the fuck did she live at?
Yeah, because that's back when you had to have like
That's long distance
long
if it was called
distance, right? No, it was still in Jersey, but yeah, the local was really local.
That's crazy. I don't know. I
Yes.
never.
But how far was she?
That nigga was calling the M points in New Jersey like Cape May. Fuck, you had bitches in Cape May.
Salem or something.
No.
You had bitches up Hoboken.
We talking from
Bergen
Camden
County
to like Williamstown. Wasn't that far at all.
That's kind of wild, yo.
Yeah, I ran that phone bill up literally
Your bitches
every
was in
night.
Teaneck.
Talking on the phone. North Jersey. Every night, just talking on the phone, having slow jams play in the background, thinking I was.
You sure you wasn't on the phone with Wally?
No.
You sure? That wasn't her. I didn't know her back then. It wasn't her.
I think the scariest part was asking for the number. Like, remember the Cherry Hill Mall used to have McDonald's?
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
and guys they'd come up and ask you for your number or whatever, and they literally had to write it down on a napkin.
Oh, I missed that.
I was shook. I wasn't asking for numbers. I was a straight pussy.
I think the beautiful thing about just us here is that we can all actually kind of like relate to like back then and now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I think now I just seen something recently. It was like a vlog or something, and it was like from a female. She was just saying that now, you know, she feels like we're in like the she called it the instant mashed potato era. And she was saying like right now is like instant mashed potatoes compared to back in the day when everything was like homemade almost. And she's not talking about food. She's talking about stuff like what we talking about. Like phone calls, you know, when you actually get a call and get a conversation from somebody. And I just feel like, yeah, like I'm definitely pro phone call over texting, because I just feel like with texting and just with a lot of the shit that's coming now, the new ways, all these new ways to connect and to contact somebody and communicate.
Everything is instant gratification.
Not only is it instant, because it's definitely instant, but I feel like that instant shit is watering everything down.
You can't tell what the emotion is behind it.
Yeah.
You can be like, "Yo, what's up?"
It's a lot of fuckery.
Someone can be like,
it's a lot of fuckery. It's easier to fake the connections.
You know how many times I say, "Oh, all right" in a message, and people be like, "What you mean?" I'm like, "Oh, all right."
Me and my
happy,
girl
but they think
get into
ignorant.
way more arguments
Over
through
texting.
a text, because if you read it a certain way, it could seem like I'm trying to say some asshole shit, or maybe I said it in a certain way when really I was just like, "Oh, I'm cool on that."
You don't even have to read it a certain way. You can be mad and take it like not even reading it. If you're mad, you're gonna be like, you might assume the other person's mad. Like if Garnett says, "Yo, where was you at?" I'm gonna receive it like it's mad, but he might be like, "Yo, where you at?"
Yeah. I also, it's weird because the text message made it where like people, like before when you got on the phone, you had to be quick with it. You had to be able to talk to a girl and like laugh and joke right there on the spot.
Right.
Niggas now think about what I'm gonna say back.
Absolutely.
They just act like they didn't see the text. Then they could come up with something funny to say or whatever. But before, when that phone conversation was still popping, you could really get on the phone with somebody and you had to be sharp right there. So I remember even the era of cell phones and all of that shit popping, still had text and everything, but it was still the era where you could get on the phone with a chick. If we talking 2006, stuff like that. Right now, if you meet a woman out, a dude get your number and he call you, maybe not you, but most women feel like, oh, this nigga's a stalker. Like they feel like calling is something only for like a boyfriend and like not a nigga you just met. Like this nigga,
it's a violation of privacy now.
Yeah,
I'm totally over calling.
Man, listen, and that's why I said for me, I ain't gonna hold you. If I meet a female like that, I ain't gonna hold you. Like we probably not end up working out, because I'm from the old school for one, and not only for one, but if I fuck with you for one and I give you my number and I take your number, I'ma always take your calls, because I didn't give you my number for nothing. I didn't take your number for nothing. I feel as though like you somebody. I fuck with you. That's why I took your number. So if you take my number and I'm getting a whole bunch of like hang-ups because you want me to text so it could fit into like this certain criteria of how you do shit, I ain't with all them games. I'm calling, you need to pick up. I'm some motherfucking body. Pick up that phone.
Yo.
I miss voicemail.
Like point blank period. You don't want to pick up the phone,
Listen,
then cool.
Porter's real serious about shit.
I'll find somebody else that will pick up the phone all the time.
Listen, this nigga came up the steps. We was ordering pizza. The way he came up the steps to talk about the pizza, I thought we ordered some bricks. You know what I'm saying? He was just like, yeah. So this how we gonna fucking do it. I don't fuck with the pepperoni shit. We gonna get the motherfucking just all cheese joint, and then you know what I'm saying, all the wings naked.
This nigga said, I made the call. It's done. The food's ordered.
He's like,
It'll
it's
be
already
here in a
here.
second.
It's already
At
here.
least I definitely kept something naked for my homies.
Damn.
wasn't the
The range
shorties,
is
but
Yeah, but no, I definitely missed that time, man.
I miss voicemails though. I don't feel like nobody leave me voicemails anymore. And then one thing that made me so excited was when somebody left me a voicemail, because I feel like before it was okay to miss a call. It was
Yes,
normal.
it was.
Now, if I miss a call with someone I'm dating, just like remember I said, hitting it from the back. What do you think your other person is doing? If you miss a call nowadays, someone's like, oh, I know you got your phone. Your phone's on you all the time, Chelsea.
Yeah.
Or you got your phone all the time. It's like, damn, can I miss a call? Can I like finish making my cereal? Can I finish wiping
The
my ass
expectation
before I...
is more higher.
He's filming the
now.
Devinwade Show
Yeah.
right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Pick up
like,
the phone while you filming.
Leave
It's like,
me
what?
a voicemail. Leave me a sweet. I love, even if it's from like my aunt, my mom, like people used to leave me voicemails. I'd be like, oh, I'm so excited. Let me call them back. Now it's like if you miss a call, you get a text. Call me back. Or where you at? I know you got your phone. Not that I'm going through that right now, but
Yeah, I'ma
I've been
keep it
through
real.
that.
I
And that
don't
shit is
leave them
terrible.
Jones
yeah,
no
I'm
more
super.
either.
It's 'cause niggas don't
I'm
even
super
set up their
I've
voicemails.
never left them. I'm anti
My voice,
voicemail.
I'll
You're
leave
not
people
taking my
voicemails
shit, making a
all
whole
day.
record.
If you don't
used
answer your
to.
phone, I'll leave a voicemail. Just
Especially
so
if I have if I have something to say, like, hey, give me a call back. I gotta,
Yo,
whatever
I'm
it
bad.
is.
I don't even check. My voicemails probably look crazy.
Yo,
right
could
now.
you
I
imagine?
love
Listen,
voicemails.
could you imagine
Make
you
me
leave?
feel special.
Could you imagine you leave DJ Chelsea a voicemail, right? And you like, yo, I'm really feeling you. You ain't picking up no calls. This is like type crazy. Like I told you, I really fucking dig you. And then 2 weeks later, you at the club and you hear, yo, I really.
She done remix it.
She done put your
She done added
put
it
the
to a
voicemail
sample.
She done
on
turned your shit to a record. Like fuck this nigga.
I have all voicemails from a lot of my exes. I keep all my voicemails.
Oh
See?
shit!
And my
Well,
friends. It's nothing inappropriate, but it's just like people that left me sweet voicemails. I have a voicemail from my birthday in like 2012. I don't know who it was, but I still got it.
Oh shit!
They said, hey, Chelsea, happy birthday. I hope you have a nice birthday. I don't know who the fuck it was, but I still got it. Thank you, whoever it was.
I'll take
That
claim
made my
of
day.
it. You're welcome. I did that.
That was
No, you didn't, Ghost.
that was Garn.
You didn't have nothing to do with it. Can you bring out the wheel real quick? Bring out the wheel.
The gynecologist.
This nigga, gynecologist, man.
I'm done. I
What
still
we
think
got?
Stabulous
They know
was
what
the
it
best.
is about
Stabulous is
No.
amazing.
That's why I don't fuck with Porter. Nigga crazy.
Am I spinning because they already got my hand for the golden arm?
No, you're not Bet Favre.
Bet Favre.
No, I'm really Bet Favre. I'm telling you.
All right, let's get a spin on this thing and see where we landing.
They know what it is.
Truck
man.
break.
They know, look.
That's my prophecy. Just want the money and I want it flown privately. With some honeys playing George while they fondle me. Getting lifted, boy, we gifted, fuck sobriety. We getting lit, we on some shit, we need varieties. If anybody think about any inquiries, then you should probably wanna go and get your bands up. 600 on my waist to keep my pants up. Never left the USA, but I'm stamped up. Got a aura that the OGs and the fans love, and that ain't
Yo,
random.
check this out. This has been another episode of the Devinwade Show. Man, you already know I'm your host, Dangerous DevNasty. Yo, shout out to everybody on the squad. We up out of this motherfucker. Peace.
But I ain't worried about it. Next topic. Next topic. Next topic. Next topic. Next topic.